So we've all been brainwashed into believing that it's either the snowball method or the avalanche method to pay off debt. Well, I'm here to tell you there's a third method. So hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the best method to pay off debt, and it's not the snowball or the avalanche. I've got a powerful new method to share with you, and it'll change the way you pay down debt. By the end of this video, you'll learn the 7 simple steps to do it, which I guarantee you're probably doing at least 4 of them now, if not more. I will answer some of the common questions that are asked, and then you will be on your way to watching your debt disappear. So hi, I'm Eva, and I'm the founder of Fierce Rich Money. After 2 years of unemployment, I'm back in debt. So I got out of debt before using my plan, and I'm doing it again. This channel is about normal ways of getting out of debt, not the extreme ways that litter the internet. And we will cut through the lies and the misinformation and some of the meanness that's being told to us that's keeping us poor. All right, so let's dive right in. We've all heard the snowball method, the avalanche method, pros and cons about it. They both work, and I'm not going to say like they're both horrible, but there's another way. I'm not going to get into what each method is really, because let's face it, we know what they both are. So right? All right. So today I want to introduce you to something that's even better, and we're calling it the Fierce Rich Money Method. So the Fierce Rich Money Method flips the script, and instead of starting small or focusing on interest rates, this method has you paying off the largest minimum payment first. You do this because by attacking those larger payments, you start freeing up more money quicker. And this method is about maximizing your financial power as soon as possible. So let's talk about why this method works so well. So imagine your debt as a bunch of different sized boulders that you're trying to push up a hill. The Fierce Rich Money Method has you tackle the biggest boulder first. Yeah, it's tough, but once you get that massive thing out of the way, all the little ones become so much easier. And you can stay clear of those larger debts suddenly, or that larger boulder. You have more money available to apply to the next one, like you have more strength to apply to the smaller boulder. Think of it as like a reverse snowball. You're not building up by starting small. You're freeing up large chunks of cash by starting big. It's a fierce strategy that pushes you out of debt sooner, like sooner. So now that you know, I know some of you are thinking like, what about the snowball and the avalanche methods? Are they really different? Let's break it down quickly. I said we wouldn't, but let's just do it. So the snowball method has you start with the smallest debt. It's great for motivation because you see progress quickly, but it can take longer to pay everything off. And, you might end up, or you will end up paying more in interest over time. Avalanche method, you start with the debt that has the highest interest rate. This method will save you money in the long run, but it's really discouraging because the highest interest debt is often the largest, and it might take a while before you start seeing real progress. The Fierce Rich Money Method, you start with the largest minimum payment, and this method helps you gain financial power quickly or quicker by freeing up more of your money early on. Over time, this can get you out of debt faster because you're tackling the largest challenge first. You're tackling that big boulder first. All right, so let me give you some real life illustrations. All right, so you've got 3 debts. You have a credit card with a $500 balance and $25 minimum payment. a car loan with a $7,000 balance and a $150 minimum payment, and a personal loan for $15,000 and a $200 minimum payment. Using the Fierce Rich Money method, you would start by focusing on that personal loan and the $200 minimum payment. Yes, it's the biggest payment, but once you knock that out, you have an extra $200 every month that you can now put towards the car. So you're putting the 150 plus the 200, and you're going to pay that off quickly. By the time you get to the credit card, chances are you only got one or two more payments to make, if even. So that's it. Free up your largest minimum payment, and this will accelerate your progress. All right, so now that you know what it is, here are the reasons why it is so effective. 1, immediate financial relief. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're at risk at not making your minimum payments. So focusing on the debt with the highest minimum payment offers immediate relief. This method directly improves your monthly cash flow, which can prevent you from going deeper into debt. Lowering financial risk. Missing minimum payments can lead to late fees, increased interest rates, and damage your credit. By focusing on that highest minimum payment, you'll reduce the risk of these financial penalties. It's like a protective measure to keep your financial health stable. Customization. So this method can be easily tailored to your personal situation. If a high minimum payment is putting a strain on your budget, focus on eliminating it first. And even if it's not the smallest debt, you'll still have more money freed up. All right. So you get it? Tight budget. If every dollar counts and you need to free up as much cash as possible each month, focus on that highest minimum payment. This will help, again, like, I don't know how many times I've said it, like, free up a large chunk of cash. Financial anxiety. If the stress of high payments is overwhelming, this strategy can provide a quicker psychological and financial relief than the other methods. Avoiding default. There's a risk of missing payments or defaulting. This will help, again, free up cash so that you've got more cash to pay all those other bills. All right? And look, I get it. Trying something new can be scary, and the idea of paying the largest minimum payment first, might feel a bit daunting, especially if you're used to, paying the smaller debt first or the highest interest rate. So I get it. It's a little scary. And you know what? The Fierce Rich Money method will push you out of your comfort zone and into, into a place of financial freedom faster. So that's a good thing. It'll help you stay motivated when you focus on paying off the largest minimum balance debt, and you're immediately making significant impact on your financial situation. The hardest part is getting started, but once you do, you'll see how much quicker you can make progress. All right, so here is the step-by-step plan to implement the strategy in your life. Number 1, list all your debts. Write down all your debts, including the balance, the interest rate, and the minimum payment. Identify the highest minimum payment. Look for the debt with the highest minimum payment. That's your target. Sorry, I just repeated myself. Budget to pay extra. Find ways to cut costs or increase your income so you can put all the extra money towards paying that debt. Remember, every dollar helps. Pay off the target debt. Focus all your payments on the debt until it's gone, and then repeat with the next highest one. And you're going to put that extra money towards that one, in addition to what you're also putting towards that debt. Um, you know, it's amazing how much extra cash you'll have after that first debt. All right. Number 6, automate payments. Set up automatic payments for the minimum amount for the other debts. This will make sure you stay on track without missing any deadlines. Number 7, which is the most important one, celebrate milestones. Each time you pay off a debt, take a moment to celebrate your success. You're one step closer to financial freedom. All right, so what about interest rates? Shouldn't I focus on the highest interest debt first? Great question. But here's the thing. The strategy isn't necessarily about saving on interest, though it can help with that. It's about freeing up cash flow and reducing stress. So for many people, the psychological benefits of freeing up that cash flow really outweighs the potential of saving in interest. All right, next question I've been asked is, what if my highest minimum payment is a low interest loan like a car or a mortgage? In those cases, consider the overall financial picture. I wouldn't do your mortgage in this. That's later. If freeing up that cash flow will significantly ease your budget, then you want to avoid further debt. I freed up $700 with my car and a personal loan by paying those off. $700. So listen, the debt avalanche and the snowball, they definitely have their, their fans, and they do work, but free up more money, do the other method. Try it. Just, that this approach will help reduce stress. It'll more flexibility. It'll help you get out of debt faster. If you've been struggling to stick with the debt repayment plan, give this strategy a try. You might be surprised how quickly your financial picture is, right? So if you're ready to try something new with your debt repayment strategy, please give the Fierce Rich Money method a try and let me know how it works for you. Put any questions in the comments. I would love to hear about your progress, your success, any challenges. Together we can conquer debt and build financial freedom that we all deserve. All right. So thank you so much for staying until the end. You know what? One more thing before I forget. One of the many things in this world that annoys me is that everything is so extreme that it's either you do it this way, you do it that way. There's no in between. Life is the gray. That's my philosophy, belief. Anytime something is too extreme, then I'm immediately back off because you know what? So when we're being told, no, we have to pay off debt this way, it has to be the snowball, or no, it has to be the avalanche. I have a problem with that. Again, they both work. I'm not saying they don't, but how about a little bit of gray in this case? So, all right, that's my own rant. I will get off my soapbox now. So, again, thank you for staying until the end, and I will see you in the next one.